And welcome back. I've been getting a little bit of progress here on the ice castle, making the outer walls of ice. And I'm thinking that I should probably make the interior walls out of something like snow blocks or perhaps wool, because those don't melt when you put a torch on them, and it will allow decent lighting. It also occurred to me that this plateau that I'm working on, if I take it down another block, it'll be a little bit wider, and I can build it out that way more and that way to allow the castle to be a decent size. What I will have to do, however, as a result, is that this one wall of ice that I've got started on, I'm going to have to move it to about there, and that'll be a job for pistons. Probably a pretty tedious one too, because every block in that wall of ice will have to be moved individually. And so, been working on cutting it down another level here, like I said, and harvesting some snow along the way, which is a royal pain, but then I'm very familiar with harvesting snow from the mansion project. And so it occurred to me that there is a few things I need to do. Let's see, first up, I need to repair my shovel. And that's not much better off. So I think I'm just going to put it away for a future repair. Just make a new one. What I need to do is I need to get a farm going to farm up some wheat, both for my own food needs, because this partial stack of chicken isn't going to last too awfully long, not with all the racing around doing stuff. And then there is the matter of those captive sheep. They don't have wool anymore because I sheared them. However, if I get them breeding, there will be more wool. And so in order to do that, I'm going to need wheat. So this area over here that I had originally set up to be a animal pen, I'll turn that into a wheat farm. After I go inside here and grab some instant daylight. Alright. Let's see. I've got plenty of fence on me. I've got some seed, a tilling device. So, let's get this job in our... Get this thing going here. Won't need that. Not there anyway. In fact, let's just go ahead and make this a little wider. Maybe one block wider. I don't want to block my access to the mine hut, mine shack, whatever you want to call it. And I'll put a fence gate in here later. Alright. Alright. Fix that. Grab the rest of this snow. Yeah, I know I shouldn't be using a diamond shovel to harvest snow. It's just too sharp. Alright, now we need to arrange for some water to keep this irrigated and not let it freeze at the same time. So I'll just dig a trench here. And let's see. Water won't freeze. if you have something over it. So I'll drop some water here. And then drop some more along the way, along the rest of this line. All right. If I drop the water down here, it has the infinite spring effect, and it's not moving and lagging and making noise. Oh, doggone it, that's not what I wanted. There. Well, my aim is real special today. All right, now we've got a trench full. Oh. There. Doggone it, what the hell's going on here? There. Now I've got a trench full of water source blocks, and they will keep this farm hydrated. So I'll go in here and till this stuff. How much seed do I have right now? I got 10 seed. So that's all I'm going to bother tilling right now. Alright, now I'm going to have to go in and whip up a fence gate to put in there to keep local livestock that isn't penned up from trampling the crop. Let's see. I need some planks and some sticks. Alright. Drop the fence gate in place. Good. Farm is now safe. Alright. Now, take some more of this fence, and this area where these guys live is going to be expanded. Yes. Fill that in. There. Now I can go ahead and break this down and give them a little more room. And then when I have some wheat, I can feed them and get them breeding. Yes, now to get out of here without letting them out. There. I should probably go ahead and put a fence gate on this one, and I will eventually, but this will serve for right now. Alright. And now there's waiting for the wheat to grow. Well, let's do a little something here that doesn't look quite so amateur hour. I don't suppose it matters really, but that'll do. Doesn't exactly quite hide it, but it doesn't have to be hidden quite. But oh, I have to get rid of that one. Actually, yeah. I have to put the dirt cover exactly over the water. Otherwise, and even then there's no, what I'll end up having to do is make this row of fence too high. Alright, I figured it out. Okay, let's do this. There. Alright. Fill the dirt in here. And that's why it has to be covered, because if it isn't, it will freeze. There. Now, make this part of the fence 2 blocks high so that animals can't just wander up on this dirt and basically walk across the top of the fence and end up in there on the crops anyway. At least I'm hoping it works that way. All right. Now, there is, of course, the waiting game for waiting for wheat to grow. But I think I have something else in mind. Because after doing all that digging and snow harvesting, quite frankly, I'm ready to do something else different. And I think that's going to be in the morning to take a walk and fill in some of this map. And who knows, we might even find an NPC village. Okay, I know, I keep obsessing about that, but I figure the new map features do work in this world. Otherwise, I would not have abandoned mine shafts. And I would not have ravines. Therefore, the NPC villages must exist somewhere. And I figure that since this area that I'm in right now is new 1.9 pre-release 4 generated terrain, that this is a good place to look. At least one good place to look. Yeah, let's go out here onto the lake. Now we'll turn this way and we'll find the one edge of the map towards the sunset, or sunrise, excuse me. And we'll start a walk around the perimeter of the edge of the map. Although it looks like we might be using a boat for part of that. Yes, it does look that way. We'll see. Yep, we're going to be using a boat. Fortunately, there's a couple of them handy. Alright, now let's head out to the edge of the map and then navigate around it. I realize that probably most of what I'll see out this way is ocean, but just for the sake of completeness, I want it all in there. Yeah. Lots of water out here. Okay, we can let the boat start slowing down. We're getting to the edge of the map. Alright, let's turn this way toward the top of the map. See what we can find up here. I hear splashing. There's probably a hole in the ocean floor here that leads to some cave where something is having a problem. And we're coming up on an ice shelf. And it looks like we may be abandoning the boat. Well, there's a little area here we can go around. Okay, I think we're done with the boat.
Okay, I was to think this was an island, but apparently it's a little bit more of a landmass than a small island anyway. No, we're not going in there right now. We has exploring to do. And I'd say this is about as far this way as we need to go. And now we'll have a walk across the top of the map. Time for a chicken break. I just noticed that was getting awfully low. And now I'm going to continue walking this route and filling in the map, and I'm going to speed it up because otherwise it would be interminable. Okay, come quite a ways here, and it's getting dark, so I think it's time to throw together a shelter for the night and wait out the night for the morning. There. It's not the Hyatt Regency by a long shot, but we won't get blown up in the middle of the night. And I'll see you in the morning. Well, me being me, I wasn't satisfied to just stay in my little shelter all night, so I pillared up from the middle of it to have a look around, turn my render distance up for the night, and now we have sunrise, and doesn't look like there's much going on. I hear a few chickens in the distance. I may make it a point to put them out of my misery. And in the meantime, I guess it's time to head back down and get ready to continue on the journey. And I'm going to go ahead and leave this shelter here. Who knows? Maybe I'll need it again someday. I needed. Well, that was special. I just had a little crash. Not exactly sure what the reason for it was, but I seem to have recovered with no ill effect or no loss. And I'm going to blame the chicken. Alright, now, enough fun with chickens. Time to continue on our journey. And as before, I'll be speeding this up just to avoid terminal boredom. Oh! That is proof that walking around with a map in front of your face is not always the safest thing to do. Oh! Holy chunkers. This is definitely a dividing line between old generation and new. Nevertheless, we continue the mapping expedition. By not going down there. Okay. Okay. Perhaps I should make a boat, but I don't think I'm going to bother. Okay, once again, it is night, and time to shelter for the night. And I think I'm just gonna do it the very simple way. Not actually build a shelter, I'm just gonna tarred pillar my way up, spend the night up here having a look at the scenery. Not that there's much to see right now in this light. We'll catch you in the morning.